Okay, here we are. You are now looking at an entirely new world, bathed in the light of another star. At this distance, our home is now just another point of light in the darkness of space. Does life exist here? What new things can we discover on this world? These are the questions that this ship was designed to answer.
Put simply, Starship Simulator is my answer to one simple question. What would I do if someone handed me the keys to a real, fully working starship?
Welcome to the Magellan-class Scanning and Navigation Training Module. My name is Ava. I'm the UN Space Fleet's AI voice assistant.
On the 20th of March 2024, a developer from Somerset by the name of Dan Govier uploaded a video to his YouTube channel titled Dan Govier about Starship Simulator. And as I watched the introduction and it's panning through some nice looking ship interiors, he said one thing that stuck out and instantly got me hooked. What would I do if someone handed me the keys to a real, fully working starship? My immediate reaction was, well, fly it. But then thinking further, it really started to open up the imagination and had me pondering all sorts of scenarios. Well, Dan asked himself the same question and spent the better part of the last 3 years with his wife imagining and creating his first tech demo and showcase of what his vision could look like. So let's start with the concept. Quoting Dan's Kickstarter. First and foremost, Starship Simulator is a space exploration game, and it's through exploring the galaxy that you will encounter new gameplay opportunities. This could be a natural phenomenon that impacts your ship in some way, a scientific curiosity worthy of investigation, or even a new alien culture that could have any number of reactions to your presence. The crew role you have chosen to fulfill will ultimately determine how the gameplay unfolds for you, with each department serving a unique purpose aboard the ship. I think this is a really important aspect simulation games sometimes forego. I always ask myself, is the game fun? So far, I believe this game will fulfill its promise, leaving you wondering and wanting to come back for more. Here's a few reasons why, and I will formulate these based off my experience playing the tech demo. Firstly, the difficulty I believe will be optional. Sure, you can do it the good old-fashioned way and cold start your engine with absolutely no guide, hoping to flip the right switches and not lose pressure or overheat your coil rails, or you can just start a game with your ship on and ready to go, jump in straight into flying the damn thing. I believe due to the complex systems that have already been built into the game, there is also an acknowledgement of the game potentially being overwhelming for those who have less time to just simply figure things out. Based on the way the instancing is structured so far, I do believe there will be options to forego the nerding out when you just want to have fun or slip right back into adjusting the dial when you need to. The complexity is actually logical once you start to learn how your ship works. This is something I was honestly surprised about. In the announcement trailer, one of the things conveyed was down to every bolt and weld, the ship has been designed in CAD software. Whilst I initially took it as theatrics, I now actually consider this to be why the logic of systems and process flows work so well. The fact that fictional parts of a Starship engine mechanically make sense is something that is truly awe-inspiring. In the first 2 hours, you'll not remember much on which doohickey does what, but by the end of it, you will be talking about your quantum core like it's your own engine, telling other captains they need to ensure the load capacitors are connected and flowing. Last but not least, intended scale. Again, from the Kickstarter, so far Starship Simulator has achieved the following. In ship simulation, they have detailed structural frameworks with well-defined design rules, a realistically simulated electrical system, realistically simulated piped fluid systems, yes, a working fusion reactor with simulated pumps, chillers and storage tank for reactor consumables, ship-wide electrical distribution networks with each deck receiving simulated power from hundreds of individual distribution boxes and cables. The ship has its own operating system, it's called UNOS, with consistent UIs throughout the ship. Interactive panels for controlling lighting. I was dimming lights, I was frosting glass, I was opening doors and windows either automatically or manually. I actually nearly locked myself in the cabin in my first save because I almost forgot the password I put in. And a bunch more, and they all work in both single player and multiplayer. The galaxy, they are going for full 1-to-1 scale galaxy structure with accurate regions and star distribution. They want approachable galactic coordinate systems that are accurate to a kilometer. They want a generation of main sequence stars that are accurate in scale and temperature. And currently, within the 50 light year radius around Sol, which is the first system you start in, Sol, they are using real stellar data. They have hundreds and billions of scientifically plausible procedural stars, which is insane to me because this is one guy, guys. One guy built this. And they also have completely freeform, faster than light travel without any transitional loading screens. Again, some AAA titles can't even get this right. From a gameplay aspect, you have a tutorial system. There's currently 2 tutorial systems with full voice dialogue, and yes, they are using AI voices, but actually it's done really tastefully and you basically can't tell the difference. Sensor gameplay, you can go and scan for locations at the moment, you can pilot the ship, you can do the engineering part in terms of cold starting your ship, customize your character, uniform, and do it all in multiplayer. And yes, you can wheel an office chair around the ship, which is pretty fun. So what did I really enjoy in the tech demo? Firstly, I enjoyed the ship customization. I had my cool purple lights, I was changing the colors of the walls and the floors, putting up Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations. I love crap like that. It was really fun. Character customization was pretty cool, but for some reason, if you make your character bold and look into the sun, your shadow suddenly has hair and your shadows on your bald head have hairlines. I kind of wish it was like that in real life. I really liked the UNOS, the ship operating system, the panels around the ship, the way they look, the way the UI is laid out. I'm a sucker for that sort of simplistic style, and most importantly, I'm a sucker for being able to change the colors of the operating system. I love that stuff. And the other thing I really liked is seeing all the empty spaces and the potential that they all harbored. You know, I looked at some of the rooms and I was like, I know there's going to be more here. There's going to be a hangar here. There's going to be habitats here, habitation here. There might be a little shopping mall on my ship because it's so damn big. One of the cool little pickups I found is some of those placeholder assets actually told me a little bit of a story of what might come. As an example, the panel itself had, you know, my main power coming from my reactor, but I couldn't turn on the solar power or the shield battery power yet. But that tells me it might be coming in the future, and some ships might have solar power. I think I really wanted to make this video for 2 reasons. The first one is I truly love space games. I have so many of them. I've played them for hours, hundreds if not thousands of hours on end. And secondly, I'm truly impressed by the scope this game has already achieved with such a small and solo team. I hope you guys can try it, and if you enjoy it, make sure to follow Dan's social media and Kickstarter page for more updates and information. And if you did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.